are we waiting for someone?
We are just waiting some. Well, not actually.
Okay, cool.
I think I don't have the agenda for today. Let me see.
Okay, well, let's just get this party started because I think there was a point where we wanted to dedicate 30 minutes to something. So,
yeah.
Intentions. I hope we can go through the board and freeze the Hatch Smart contracts. I have one intention: freeze those goddamn Hatch Smart contracts. And whatever we have to do to, I'll sell my soul. I'm down. Just where do I sign? Well, whatever we have to do, brainstorm solutions so we can make that happen. Audrey is hanging out in my house right now, so like, you know, this is the moment. And as far as distractions, I haven't been able to eat all day. It's like my 4th sprint planning session, so in a row. So I have to like, you know, figure out how to do that sometime. And I'll pass it to Sam.
Okay. Intentions. I would like to update a little bit about what I have been doing this week. We have the impact hours, the new impact hours implementation, and hopefully it's well. There are things that are done, like the code is done, but we still have to test it and do the documentation. I hope that I know that it was scheduled for the last week, and these are the timing that we are having. It was more difficult than expected, but at least the code is there, and the tests, which were the thing that I was having the most trouble with, and it's working. And distractions, I'm very focused. No distractions for me. Do you want to go, Chui?
Yeah, sure. Intentions for today. I'd just like to speak a little bit more at some point about this, the whole gardens naming thing. I just made a post in the forum replying to Will, which is like the most recent one. So, I mean, I'm not involved in like any of the technical side of this, but I just wanted to put out there that my point of view is coming from like the part that the comms part of it and like eventually marketing. So as an intention for today, I'd like to just have a further talk about this whole issue and how we can take the most out of it. And especially, I would ask you guys to take some decisions today for regarding like the AMA and the proper like prep work for it for bus and distractions. No, I'm good. I'm pretty focused today too. Also, but I might need to go to the bathroom soon. Just that.
Could you pass it?
Yeah, sure. I pass it to Paulo.
Hi, everyone. My intention for this call is basically report the latest work I've been doing and see what you guys have been done this week. And distractions, none. I too think I'm more or less focused this week. So yeah, I'll pass it to Fabi.
Thanks, Paulo. So intentions from my side for today is with sync up with all of you. Also giving my updates on the work that I've been doing. Distractions. I had a little internet issues this morning. So yeah, that's all from my side. I don't know who's missing.
Well, it's Gabby and Zepti. So those are your choices.
Okay, I will pass it to Gabby.
Okay, thanks. Hi guys. My intention is to start taking tasks and help with some of the issue with the tech versus garden things and trying to help there. And yeah, my instruction, I'm currently working on the hackathon. We are working with Luke and Ferry, and I would like to, and yeah, that might be a distraction, but I pass it to Septimus. You go.
Thank you, Gabi. My intention is to think with you guys and see what Sam brings today. He's all day working, so that's my time to speak with Sam. I will pass it back to Sam.
Well, some didn't take it. No, go first.
Where is the ball? I didn't understand. Okay, so what I think we could do first is the technical updates, and we can leave the last part of the call in order to have that discussion. I also saw Luke over there. Probably he is going to join later. And for the updates in the technical part, I think that we can start with what Paulo, a problem that Paulo has, that maybe we have found it before with Fabi, and I don't know if we solved it or not. Fabi, do you remember the issue with Vercel in which we had this weird error with a dot, and it is not accepting the interrogation mark and the dot? Do you know what it is about?
Not 100% sure. Which project are you talking about?
It is the hatch.
Okay.
And I think that maybe the update will be, we are in a point in which we need to deploy the front end, and we have a weird error with the node version again.
Okay.
I think that,
yeah, I remember that error. I think that was something related to parcel. And in one of the pull requests that I sent, I changed the parcel thing and implemented a different way to deploy the hatch. And I think that it's working. I don't know. Paulo today merged one of my PRs, and I think it built.
Yeah.
okay, because I think that you had it working, and the Paulo version, I think that you added and then removed the node version. And I don't know if you did something else. But by the way, that's the update. That we need some help there, and try to fix that. Hello, Anna. Do you want to?
Hello.
No, I don't know. I just arrived. I was looking a bit at the issues, but I don't know so much. So I will be.
We usually begin with intentions and distractions for the call. If you want to have the chance, which are your intentions and distractions?
Yeah, well, my intentions are learning a lot because right now I don't know so much about the repos. So learning everything I need to start fixing issues and helping with maintenance. Yeah, and in distractions, well, I'm since less than a month in Sweden, in Stockholm, so everything is kind of new and distracting in itself. But yeah, I will somehow overcome the temptation to go out and explore.
That's cool. Welcome.
Thank you.
Nice. Thanks for coming, Bitcoinera. And is that how you say it, Bitcoinera?
Yeah, that's right. Thank you so much, Griff. Bitcoinera. Yes, okay. Thank you so much, Griff. Yes.
And AMW Fund just came in. That's Craig. Craig, do you have any intentions to actions?
Intentions are to listen and see what you guys are doing. And distractions, not currently, no.
Sweet. Well, Paulo, you were going to give some update on the Vercel issue?
Yeah, I was waiting to solve that issue with the JavaScript operator, the interrogation mark and the dot, before merging into the master branch. But if Fabi says that he already solved it on the merge on the branch that he published, then I can merge both and try to deploy them and see if it works.
Okay, cool. So then this sounds like I should sounds like you can take it on then. I'll take some off of it.
Yes, I can do it.
Nice. Sam always takes on too much, so I try. It's a little goal of mine. Okay,
Do you want
cool.
to do some?
What other updates did you have in mind, Sam?
I have more updates, but if we can hear Fabi first. Did you have some updates, Fabi?
Yeah. 1 second. Okay. This past morning I was working. Let's say 70% of my time on one Hive, helping the Celeste team. I was creating some new screens that they are assigning to me for creating proposal and another two. Then I worked on the TechUI library. I delivered and published the last version, or kind of the last. And also I started to work on the task that you assigned it to me. There is the one for the hatch, for adding 2 descriptions. The only thing that is missing on this task is that I don't have the text to add on the boxes. So this pending thing can be I can send the PR this tonight, let's say, but I need to talk to you, Sam, probably to get those texts.
Okay. Okay. I am not so good at the exact texts. Are they not in the Figma? Because maybe we pinged Griff in order to have some texts.
Okay. No,
But
actually the Figma
they
is
are the same texts.
okay.
Yeah, exactly. That's the one. That is for you, Griff.
Okay, cool. Maybe what I'd say is I need accountability. Does someone want to schedule? Maybe Chewy, do you want to schedule a time tonight to hang out while I work on this, so I can be babysat?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Sure, I can make it tonight.
Otherwise, I wish I were an adult, but I'm still working on that. Yeah. Let's just lock down a time till it gets done. Oh, come on, calendar. Discord just like slows down my computer so much. So you're on Mountain Time, so 2 hours before me. Does like 7 o'clock my time, 5 o'clock your time work?
It's I'm sorry, my 5 o'clock.
Oh, how about actually, yeah, like 5:30.
Yeah, that works. Or actually, do you think we could make it a little bit later?
Yeah, definitely. Weird. Or so like 6:30? 6? Sorry. Yeah, your time?
6:30 works. Yeah.
What time? Okay. Cool. Well, it's being recorded, so I won't. You might have to make your own calendar invite because I don't know your email. Anyway, let's keep going.
Okay, and from my side, I have re-implemented the impact hours and it's already deployed. Well, the application is deployed. We still have to do a new DAO and test it out, but I'm very confident that it's going to work because the tests are there and I have been. I did diligent test with the smart contract.
So then I can close the update the impact hours app?
Yeah.
Nice.
And the things that I guess that are missing is to redeploy to the missing integration tests on the Hatch smart contracts. I don't know if Gabi was there or not.
Yep.
But we will. I know that you are now here, but I don't know if you were here last week.
Yeah,
we wanted
I couldn't.
to find you something.
Yeah, sorry. What? Sorry.
Last week we were talking about doing integration tests in the TC template.
Yeah.
It will be very, very useful for us.
Okay.
I don't know if you will be available for that.
Yeah. Last week was a bit more difficult because I was mostly focused on the hackathon and a bit more of distraction. But starting from now, I'll be more available.
Okay.
I
remember now that you said that you had the hackathon. I didn't remember. I remember now. I think that's the most interesting thing for.
Yeah.
I mean, having that, it's like having an audit kind of. It's like we can understand that everything is working as it's expected.
Good. I can work with Anna on that maybe.
And I didn't contact Adria yet. I know that it is not what we said, but I wanted to have the impact hours done before contacting him, and I already have changed. Let me share with you. I changed a little bit the implementation spec. So now it is going to be the actual thing that we are going to have with the impact hours token and also the redemptions permission that we were missing last week. That's already included in the template. So I guess that it's going to be the final spec. Well, the parameters are going to change, but the rest is going to be, I think that is pretty final. It is in the HackMD. I don't know if we should. I don't know if we should update the forum post or wait until we re-implement.
No, I would update the forum post.
Okay.
I would even just avoid using the HackMD and make the forum post your default.
Okay, yeah. The only thing that I need to re-upload is the image that I have to regenerate it, but I changed here the one of the permissions for impact hours. Now any account can claim. It is a new permission. it is important to have permissions in Aragon. Every Aragon application needs at least one permission in order to appear in the UI. It was not actually needed, but let's put it to any account and that's all. And I also added the, oh, sorry, I don't know where is it. It's not here yet, but agent 1 or agent 2, the one which is the reserve, will have permission to transfer tokens. It's not here yet, but it's already in the code. It's already in the code.
Is it in the redemptions app or it's in the agent?
Well, actually, it's the agent can transfer. I mean, this is on app agent. The role is transfer, and then here it appears the redemptions. This is how it works in that case, in that table. The guarantee goes here. In that table.
That's right. So redemptions can transfer out of the agent.
I think that it's agent 1, but I'm not sure.
That's what you said last week, for sure. It's agent 1.
Well, I get that.
Oh, nice. Happening real time. Love it. No, I'm very excited to have this spec, and it aligns really well with the work that the TE Params is doing. We're hoping that we have Vitor from Common Simulator. He's coming. He's making the params generation something that can happen in a website, and that an output will be taking this spec and pumping it live. So honestly, it would help us a lot if you make the forum post the living document, and if you make changes, change it right there so that when he's working, he just pulls it out of there.
I was thinking on having some versioning, like version 1.1 or something like that. And also to maybe what we need is to point to something that has been deployed. This is why I didn't change it directly. That maybe it's interesting to deploy it and point where it is.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Right now, I think just for the TE params, even if you haven't deployed it yet, it would help us, because Vitor is literally working on that maybe in this moment.
Okay.
So if you just keep it updated there, it'll save us for the
only
work
thing
in the
that
next 3.
is the final image that I will do just after this call, and we'll repost it. Okay, that's everything from that part. I think that the only thing that is missing is some more documentation for Adrian, and deploying the DAO, testing that everything is working, do the integration tests, and do the vote. But I guess that it's not going to be as hard as what we have been doing during the last week, and we are almost at the end.
Nice. Yeah, Gabby, are you still down to do the smart contract though?
I think that Gabby does the tests. The vote.
Yeah.
I can take on the vote, because the vote is probably not going to be as much hard as doing the integration tests. But I would like to work together on that.
Okay. Yes, I think that might be best.
Maybe we can schedule some working sessions during the week in order to work on the template tests.
Yeah, I would appreciate if you work together on that.
Okay. Okay. So, do you want to continue with the discussion? I think that Will and Luke were coming.
Well, just really, I do really like the idea of just picking a couple times if you guys want to do some hack sessions together. This is a great moment just to like get that out of the way. Do you guys have a time that you'd like to work on the smart contract thing?
I guess that it's going to be during the afternoon, right, Gabby? Because it's the time that we are both.
Yep.
What do you think?
I think we
have
an hour.
I will
3
have all
PM.
afternoon free.
Okay.
So if you
Yeah, in general, that's fine.
Wait, I missed it. What day was this?
I also missed it. Gabby?
Sorry, Gabby, you're
Yep.
muted.
No, you were saying like what was the hour? I think it's 3 p.m. my time. Let me check this. I think it's 3 p.m. GMT -3.
Okay.
And
The only
what
day
day,
that
though?
I have a little bit more complicated is on Friday, but the rest of the days I will be doing that. So if we want, we can connect together and work on
Yep.
it. I will appreciate a lot your help because the tests are something that I think that for me is I am not very how is it called? They sorry. Me cuestan. They are
It's
difficult for me.
okay. I have a mission though. I want Gabby to say a day. Gabby, what day? What day did you want to do that?
Yeah, maybe Tuesday or Thursday, Wednesday or Thursday, or even
Okay.
tomorrow. But at the 4, I have a meeting already. But in the other times, it's fine. Even earlier if you want.
Okay. Can you repeat the hour? I will send you an invitation. Gabby?
I think he said at the same time as this, and it sounds like Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday is fine. Yeah, Wednesday is fine.
Okay.
Thanks, guys. Sorry for that.
No, it's fine.
It's fine. Okay, great. Any other big issues that we want to talk about? I think these are the only issues blocking the hatch freeze. I left them in progress. But are there any other issues that people want to bring up that are blocked or need a little help? No?
Not for now. Let's finish those issues first, and then we can go from there.
Okay, great. Then next on the agenda, we have, well, actually, Chewy wanted to have a decision on the AMA.
Yeah.
Chewy, did you?
First of all, I wanted to see like what were like some of the outcomes on the whole naming situation, since I think it is something that is gonna define the strategy that we're gonna be taking both with comms and marketing. So since an AMA can be I think we could take the most out of it if we define this before. So since this discussion is still going on, I wanted to see if everyone was okay with the idea of maybe pushing it back probably like maybe a couple weeks, since I think the whole naming thing is something that we need to take a decision before we do the AMA. Because if not, I mean, we're not gonna know what we want to communicate with this. So, well, yeah, I wanted to see if you guys like had some like opinions on the matter, or what do you think it could be a possible outcome for all of this.
I am okay with pushing it back. But I will not leave the topic on stand for long. I think that we need a solution soon in this issue, and this is why I would like to dedicate the rest of the call in order to get all the opinions and all the arguments in favor and all the pros and cons of the both postures. And the important thing should be here to understand which are the opinions of everyone, and try to reach a point in which everyone is happy. Because it's not about the name, I think that the name is not that important. The important is that everyone is behind the name discussion is a lot of other things that maybe we can list together and see where is the problem with each thing, and try to understand it better. I don't know. First of all, I will start by the idea of, well, the thing is that Luke and Will are not here. I don't know if it will be very productive, but at least to understand which are the points in the forum, and see if we can understand better which is the things that everyone is requesting and all that stuff. If you want, we can begin with the post that Luke we're offering a closing to the topic name, because we are, I mean, that was a point in which we could just decide, okay, let's go with Commons Swarm and that's everything. And this was my posture with Commons Swarm, because this is what we are doing right now, and I am going to show. This is what we are doing right now, and I also wanted to look that like it a lot, the Gardens name, to use it for the communities inside OneHive. That's he was trying to solve this problem with two options, and the second option was like, let's use Gardens for what and Will are doing, and let's use Commons for what we are doing. The thing is that Griff and Shui don't see this that way. I think that you guys don't like this dichotomy of separating what OneHive is doing with Gardens and what we are doing. the thing is that it's a reality that we are working in two different groups because the technology we were working in parallel in conviction voting. One group was working on Celeste and disputable voting, and Fabi has been working with them during 1 week or so, or 2 weeks. And there is a lot of progress there with the disputable conviction voting, with the disputable honeypot, and we are doing different things. And we are doing that very different things that are not aligned with the vision of Will and Luke. So this is why I guess Will is saying we cannot actually use anything from the work that you have been doing, because the work you have been doing is about a fundraising that we are doing in tech. The idea is to do it in tech and in many other communities, but it's not going to be what the gardens should be. The gardens probably is going to be something that is much more similar to what Honey is, in which you not requesting funds at the beginning. So here is the point, that maybe we are too much far away from what was the idea of Luke and Will, or we are just doing things in a different flavor, and we all can work together. So that being introduced, I would like to go ahead with all the topics that we have been discussing, or maybe we should just, because Will and Luke are not here. Maybe it's pointless to discuss it now, or maybe we can the position against changing the name could be better discussed now, because most of the people here are thinking in that way. I also would like to know what the rest of the people are thinking about that didn't pronounce themselves. If somebody would like to,
yeah, maybe I can. Maybe I can give the opposing view to changing the name. The big thing is that we started where the most was, which was on the hatch for the Commons template version. Okay, so Gardens originally was actually a bonding curve attached to a conviction voting DAO, and then as Luke evolved the Gardens idea more, he realized the bonding curve creates a lot of legal issues and a lot of weird community issues that make it not favorable for his use case. So he took out the bonding curve and created an issuing, and Luna Swarm is continuing to improve the issuing model. But then when he evolved the idea of Gardens to be anything with conviction voting. And I think he still holds that stance, that anything with a conviction can and should be called Garden. And so Chewy made a great post called "Getting Closer to the Garden Swarm," and that kind of irons out this idea of, okay, there's lots of gardens are very plentiful, and there's a lot of different culture gardens. There's commons gardens and there's honey gardens, and the honey gardens is more of a permaculture gardens. That's a joke. No one laughed. Honey gardens is more of the honey style gardens, the honey template, and the commons gardens would be our template. And the reason I think that it's important to keep the swarm focused on all the templates is because while we haven't done work so far on conviction voting, although Fabi is doing it now, we did do a little bit on Aragon Connect. And I do think on the technical side, there's going to be a lot of overlap between all the swarms. So if we break up into smaller swarms, we'll just be arguing with each other, not arguing, but it'd be harder to coordinate the work that we all have to share on conviction voting. Whereas if we keep it all in one swarm, we can more easily coordinate the work on that we all share, the Aragon Connect work, there's so much stuff going on that we all have to do. It's a lot easier if we're all on the same calls once a week to stay updated, figure these things out, as well as the user testing that we plan on doing with the Token Engineering Commons will end up feeding into conviction voting. And I actually don't see I see a lot of opportunities to improve conviction voting through our use with other users. And so I think it'd be, and also me personally, Giveth wants to do sort of a bring your own token template for the Garden Swarm, for our gardens, which is like the honey template, but with a token that already exists. It shouldn't be that much different than the honey template, honestly. But it would be really, really nice for me personally if it's just all one swarm with with the projects that I want to use, all working, coordinating together as first users of these different templates. And instead of having to go to different calls and be the person who in the end is syncing everybody together because we're all doing the same work. And also it'd be great to have an excuse to get Will and the Celeste team to integrate more. Like Celeste is the court, so if we're going to use the court, we need to be coordinating with them in a cleaner way. Anyway, so for me, Garden Swarm was the name, and I think we do plan on working on things that the honey template is going to use. So I think it makes sense to have one team coordinating. Chewy, I don't know if you had anything to add.
From maybe like a consumer point of view. So what we've been working on these past few weeks is for making people at One Hive understand what the Garden Swarm is doing, so that we can get support from them, like for seeking funding or whatever we need from the rest of the community. And in a way, I mean, we are about informing the community, and we're struggling with that because it's not something easy to get. And with the forum post, I mean, some people are starting to get there, but we're not there yet. So in a way, I think that this shows the challenges that we have from a consumer side, and I think that we need to take that in account for making a decision, because I mean, if people just get Garden Swarm like a DAO builder, I think that is going to be a key to get, and this is probably a dumb example, but even if you go to Wix.com, it's the what people know Wix for is okay, so you want to come up with a web page, so it doesn't really target people that want to do e-commerce